The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 13. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now this defense for the Commanders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Second and 6. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle of the field. They couldn't catch him. They third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. Whenever I see guys running the in-route, I know in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside. We can put a big hit on them as they try to catch the ball.
Ready, go!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game, you're playing on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to throw again. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the save.
First sack in the game because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They're going to look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
This will be fielded inside the 5. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Escaping. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Good strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now back to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, We can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. Complete. Jefferson the target. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Here we go, set. Six, seven. 97.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Ultra. Yellow. Black. Red.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is certainly organized. They can't move to each other because the rush is providing pressure, and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
shotgun now on third down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Kobe Bryant drops it for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So
he rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
It's like we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the same kill. No doubt about it. He's on himself again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tua going to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Steal. Check steal. Ready. Ready. No check. Hey, no steal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards. And then nice gain there on that run. As you can probably play part of the deficit on the failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
He'll drop to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. And it's fielded at the 34. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Shot, 17. Check 2.
Here's Tua. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Come on, set. Red. Field,
and now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Slot man moves right. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner with good timing. You get a completion, as we just saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Boy, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Straight ahead is Hall. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually hard to get the ball in those situations. Don't have tight coverage. You see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Ready, go. Like this.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. This from 25 yards out. And Johnson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. All again on second down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Let's go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Yellow.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was a safe. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw.
Able to get this to Patrick.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its max through the air. Defensively, they're very aware of that and certainly been prepared on that play.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
We got this. Come on.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt.
And Washington is going to win the football game.
Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone.